It's been a jaw-dropping, high-profile case that we've been following for weeks. A federal corruption case involving two Baltimore City police detectives who were part of an elite gun unit.
Tonight, a federal jury of 9 women and 3 men found them guilty. Now, you heard explosive testimony from former detectives admitting on the stand of breaking into homes, stealing cash and drugs, and staging fake crime reports to cover their tracks. It took jurors 2 days, nearly 12 hours, to find detectives Marcus Taylor and Daniel Hersl guilty on most counts. Both are now facing long prison sentences. Tonight, Eddie Kadam joins us live from police headquarters downtown. Eddie?
Jamie, they were found guilty on state and federal charges: robbery, conspiracy, and overtime fraud. And tonight, an entire department facing the undeniable stain of corruption.
And a case like this is obviously, it's corrosive of the trust that we need to do our jobs effectively.
Daniel Hersl and Marcus Taylor, the disgraced gun trace task force detectives, found guilty on several charges.
Been held to account. They didn't get away with this. Their business model eventually didn't work. You can't rob people just because they're drug dealers.
The officers held accountable, and now the nation's eyes fixed on the department and the city of Baltimore.
A long, difficult process of examining how the police department polices, what sort of strictures you have to have about watching your police officers to make sure that they're behaving according to the Constitution and not committing crimes.
And now both men face decades in prison. Herschel's older brother, Steve, fighting back tears and anger after the verdict.
Danny Hersl wasn't a part of this monster group. He wanted out. He wanted out right away. He cried right away, and he wanted out. And he was getting out 2 weeks before he got busted.
But he, much like Taylor, couldn't escape. Taylor's defense attorneys tonight saying they didn't convince the jury to separate their client from the weeks of dramatic testimony and stories of deep and disturbing corruption.
Obviously, based on the verdict today, we did not meet our goal. But the fight is not over. There is more to be done. We're just still trying to process everything. Been a bit of a whirlwind 3 weeks, so we're going to sort of regroup and come back to work tomorrow fresh with a new plan.
Next for the defense, preparing post-trial motions, renewing motion for a judgment and acquittal, and filing the motion for a new trial. Live in downtown Baltimore at the federal courthouse, Eddie Kadam, ABC 2 News.